Hey folks, I wanted to talk to you all about a new approach we're going to have to this upcoming standard class. Because of the restrictions that have been put on us by, the various powers to be, the governor, the president, and whatever else, we have to limit the standard class to just 50 students. That being said, if you're thinking about signing up and you want to get into the physical class, you best do it now, because we're not going. Once we hit that magic number, by law, we have to stop. However, what I thought, and it was a lot of people asked me about this, is doing the entire standard class online, but not the way we normally do a broadcast online. This is going to be an interactive, where everything that is taught in the standard class is going to be live streamed to you. And then what we're going to be able to do is, by you using the camera on your computer or your cell phone, you can actually set it up so we can see you doing the skill, just like we're helping out students in the courtyard, so to speak, and pointing out the things they're doing right and wrong. We're going to be able to contact you and say, something like with a bow drill or a hand drill, straighten up that drill, do this, do that, that kind of thing. So it's not just one entity. It's not just you looking at a live stream of the entirety of the standard class, but also your ability to interact with us during the class. And one, again, we'll be able to see you if you choose, that method and it's available to you, or you can email us. And then what we'll do is I'm going to have instructors set up so that they can, and myself, so that we can email you right back. Because remember, this is a live stream and I want you to get it just like a student at the physical class is going to get it. The only downside to all of this is that you're not going to be in the primitive camp, but we have no choice. This may very well be the way of the future. We don't know really what this coronavirus pandemic is going to do. Some scientists are believing that it will survive into summer, later summer, unlike a lot of the flus that there's a flu season and we all hear about, because they dissipate when it gets to the spring, the summer, the fall, and then it comes back into play when people congregate indoors. This one may prove an exception to that rule. So, my advice to you, if it's you're not in the primitive camp, but you're getting the same information, you're getting the same workshops and everything else. And the neat thing is, you can, you miss a section or whatever, you can review it, which is a blessing, to review that class, because there's just so much information in that 1 week. And nothing really comes close to it as far as your education is concerned. But anyway, it gives you that opportunity. I would suggest, too, I want to run it by the powers that be, that people who have taken a standard class before might be able to get this one, at a reduced rate. But keep in mind that this is a lot of work for us. We've got to have cameras set up, communication stations, and it just, the whole thing seems to be like this endless challenge, which we're all up for. We want to see if it does work. But it's exciting for us because it's the first time we have done the interactive type of approach to any class. Granted, we've live streamed certain classes in the past, but that's on a more limited basis. Sometimes it'll be live, sometimes pre-recorded, that kind of a thing. But as I said, this might be the way we're going to have to go in the future. I hope that this is one of the warnings that grandfather talked about, that if we can get through this, society in general, I'm talking about the global society, better do a huge wake up, because we're so overpopulated. A third of the world population is eating like gluttons. Half the world population is barely at subsistence level. I'm sorry, a third of the world population is barely able, to find enough food. And then there's that 1/3 that is absolutely starving to death. And there's something wrong with the balance here. It's not going to be long before the soils of the earth are going to start rejecting the crops. And that's going to be the beginning of the end, so to speak, not to mention the diseases and pandemics. But I hope you folks who are thinking about the standard class coming up in May might join us. And the nice thing about it is you're home. You get to take it at your leisure. You get to sleep in your own bed, whatever. If you want, we'll send you a bottle of Ticks, and a bag of mosquitoes, and that kind of thing. But I hope to see you as part of this experiment. This should be fun, and I think you'll be more than satisfied with the results. Thank you.